in true me fashion, not taking photos. Um, where like a purple and green and black spider. So that's the plan for today. We'll see how we do. Angie, welcome in. It's a spooter day. It's a spooter day. I love spooter days. How are you doing? How was your week? It's Friday and that feels weird. I think every week just feels weird to me now. I have to double check. Like when I tell people like, "Oh, welcome in, happy whatever day." I always check my computer really quick to make sure I have the right day cuz how was your week? Did were you part of like the really really cold, snowy, gross weather, or did you escape that? Not gross. According to my daughter, not gross. She likes the cold and she likes the snow, so she was very happy. And I stayed inside and crocheted, so I was relatively happy too. It's freezing outside right now. Yeah, yeah. It's when I woke up, it was 22 degrees Fahrenheit, and that is the high for the day. But it's just going to stay at 22 Fahrenheit throughout the day, and then maybe around like dinner time, it's going to drop. Ooh, you're at -1. You win. And by win, I mean you lose because it's really cold, and I'm sorry. -1, I think, is our overnight low tonight. I think it's going to get down to -1 tonight, Fahrenheit. Um, yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it. Yeah, yeah, I'm very sorry, Angie. I'm very sorry. Did you get snow too? I'm going to move my little spiders. I don't know where they want to go right now, but we will move them. I wish I could leave them here and trust that I wasn't going to smack them with my hand when I'm crocheting, but we'll leave them in there for now. No snow, thankfully. We got 4 inches altogether, I think. The school, for yesterday, the school called it ahead that it would be a remote learning day. And so they sent like Chromebooks home with the kids. So my daughter did all of her schoolwork in like an hour in the morning. And then I thought she was going to play in the snow because she loves snow. Oh my God, she was up my butt all day. I'm like, go play in the snow. No, she wouldn't. Can't remember. Uh, I do not have anything set up in a online shop yet, and I'm not going to do any markets until May. I know I've been talking about wanting to get stuff in Kofi for a while, but that's a goal right now. Right now, I'm making it a goal that I need to take photos, um, and I need to at least start putting a few things into my Kofi store. I want to start with probably the soot sprites. So like these guys that are just silly little guys, and the chicken nuggets and the devil ducks and stuff. I'd like them to get in. I'd like to put a few of the spiders in too. So that's the word on the online stuff. But I don't have an in person market until, well, hopefully Mother's Day weekend. I think it's May 13th and 14th. It's somewhere around there, Saturday and Sunday. I'm just waiting for official confirmation. I turned in my application this week for 2 different markets for a bunch of different events, and I'm just waiting for the official like you're in now. Give us money. So I'm a returning vendor to both of the venues. I should be in. Stuff could happen. They might say, sorry, a different crocheter applied before you and we gave them the spot. It could happen. But I think I'm in. And I'm really excited. Really stoked. For some reason, I started feeling anxiety when I got the emails about, hey, here's the dates for this year's markets. And I don't know why, because I like markets. I have a bunch of stock. I know I sold a bunch of stuff over the holidays, but my inventory is still good, so it's not like I really need to bust my butt between now and May. I have a lot to do, but not like an anxiety inducing amount to do. So, yeah, but once I got the applications in, I just got super excited. So I'm glad I finally just turned in the applications. We're starting with the top of the spider's head. Again, I wish I had photos of this purple and green spider, but I think we're going to give it a black head. We'll do the butt mainly purple with some black stripes and some little green markings on it. And I'm going to do the fangs white, the pedipalps green, and the legs purple is the plan. Spooters are so cute. You may never make them. You should make them. You should make them. They're so fun. They're fun to pick colors for, too. Alright, here is where I always mess up on stream if I'm not paying attention. So here we are paying attention. DeHeron, welcome in. It is a spider day. It's Spooters today. Good morning. How are you? Much better than the other day. I'm glad. I'm glad. I had a cold for the last maybe like 3 days or so, and I'm feeling much better today, so I'm happy about that. Your coffee maker broke mid-brew. That is tragic. I'm sorry. Did it just stopped working? It didn't like break and coffee went everywhere, right? It stopped working. I mean, that sucks too, but there's less cleanup. But sorry. Do you have to run out and get coffee, or do you have a backup? Stopped working. I'm sorry. I'm sorry it did. Do you have backup options for caffeination at home? Do you have to go out to get the go juice? You had a new one by 3 p.m. that afternoon. Oh, okay. I thought you meant like just now, like you're making coffee for the morning and it stopped working, but you're on it. You are on it. Ooh, fancy pants. Programmable. Your coffee is ready when you wake up. It is amazing. My in-laws have one of those. They never used to use the programmed feature. They would just make the coffee in the morning. And I think for the past year or so, they are using the programmed feature. So I think they like that too. I have the tea kettle that you can set it to different temperatures. So you can't set it up to make hot water at a certain time of day, but you can program it to get to like the right temperature for green tea or, whatever. There's 4 different settings, I think, because different tea steeps best at different temperatures. I mostly just drink the black tea, so I just make it go really hot and then I put the tea bags in. That's science. What kind of super projects are you up to? One, two. You're in the middle of batch showing 3 tote bags. What kind of fabric did you find? You find the best fabric. 9 and 10. Hey, Danny, how's your car? Did they come and get your car? I read on your Discord all about your car problems. I'm really glad that didn't happen when you were on the road. Um, yeah. But yeah, you said they were going to come and get the car this morning. So hopefully the car's on the road to recovery. The heron, one is a steampunk one with gears on it. One had butterflies, and one is a yellow floral with a blue background. Nice. I like those. I like the steampunk sounding one. That sounds good. One, two, and where's my thing? Here's my thing. I still don't have massive amounts of energy today, so we'll see if it's one of those things where I'm like, yeah, I'm tired, I don't have energy, and by the end of stream, I'm like hopping. It could happen. But I'll be equally happy if it's just kind of a quiet day, just to let you know. I'm aiming for just a quiet, chill spider day. And it's going to be Saturday. Oh, it's going to be sat in your driveway until the 7th of March. They can't get it in any earlier at the garage. Holy crap. Do you have other transportation options? Do you have another car? Or do you live in a place with good public transport? I hope. That sucks. I guess March is almost here. I was just, man, like March is like months and months away, but it still sucks. That's still over a week. Yeah, that's week and a half? That's about a week and a half. Then yeah, no good. No good. Oh, Works organized a rental. That's great. That's really awesome. So you pick it up on Monday, so you are carless for the weekend. Well, I hope that works out okay. And hopefully, whatever the fix is, it's not $1 million. Car repairs are always, unexpected money. It's usually in the hundreds of dollars, but then once in a while you hit the thing and you're like, okay, is this going to be hundreds or... So here's hoping for you. Fingers crossed for you that it's an easy fix. They can fix it quickly once they get it in. And it is not an arm and a leg. Fortunately, with our little sedan, our Ford Focus that had the problems way back before Halloween, we do have it back now, finally. As of like what? We've had it for 2 weeks, I think. It sat on the dealer's spot. The mechanic is also the dealer. So it sat on their lot forever. But it was a recall, so we didn't have to pay for the parts and that stuff. We did have to pay for some kind of minor labor. I don't remember what specifically it was. I think it was like a problem adjacent thing that they also fixed. And then we got the inspection done. It's a company car. At least you don't hurt. Oh, nice. And the repair should be covered by warranty. Perfect. Good. That is why I always freak out when there's a car problem, because I never know what the cost is going to be. But if you don't have to worry about that, excellent. I'm really glad that Works got you covered. That's really nice. Really nice. Hey, Mirror Stepper. How are you doing? I saw you in... Yeah, it's Spooter Central. They're witnessing the birth of a new spider. That's not creepy at all. I saw you in Kel's stream, and you're sick. You're feeling icky. You're feeling icky. It's Nick Day. I had some ick days. I'm feeling better. I'm still low energy and tired, but I'm feeling better. I hope you feel better soon. You have a cold. That's what I have. So yeah, when my cold really started to kick in on, I guess Wednesday was the worst day. I think Tuesday it was feeling like a cold. Wednesday was really, and I was just hoping everything would be better by today so I could actually, make spiders and hang out. Yesterday put you on your butt and today you feel yuck. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I hope this over soon. I imagine it's stuff that your kiddos are bringing home from school, because that's what we're blaming our colds on. Right now, my husband is home on sabbatical, so he's not even going in and teaching. And like the only exposure we have to the outside world at all now is when I do grocery shopping and our daughter going to school. Little germ factory that she is. You need to figure out some groceries, but your brain can't brain. Yeah, that's real. Ooh, sneaky Friday afternoon stream. Nice. Yeah, I checked out your Discord, Danny, because I was looking for you yesterday. And I was like, do I have the wrong day? And I'm like thinking, I'm like, okay, you could be running late. And finally I checked your Discord and I saw all the car updates. So, but yeah, sneaky Friday stream. I like that. Yeah, that's all times that, yeah, I'll be around for the stream. Because Friday is our pizza and movie night, but that should be after your usual stream time. But Mirror, I was feeling yuck enough on Tuesday when the cold started. It wasn't the worst day, but I was kind of like, eh. I asked if my husband would please go get groceries because Tuesdays are grocery day. And that's a favor I almost never call in unless I really need it because no one likes getting groceries. Well, there are people out there who probably love getting groceries, I'm sure, but we don't like getting groceries. And yeah, I don't like it, but yeah, he really, really hates getting groceries. And then he'll go get groceries and he'll come back with like a bag worth of groceries that's supposed to last the week. So I called in that favor on Tuesday. So we have very minimal food in the house right now. I have to figure out if I have to go back out and get groceries on Saturday tomorrow because I need to mail out the devil duck. I need to mail out River's devil duck. I was going to mail it out on Thursday, and then we had the snow with the remote learning day, no school. Not going to the post office on that snowy yuck. You had to take a nap after picking up the girls from school. I was so close to napping the other day, which I do not nap. Usually I can't turn my brain off to nap, and then I hate just the possibility that I'll wake up groggy. I was so close to napping. I hope you felt better after the nap. I hope that was a good nap. But yeah, he actually did get the groceries, so that was good. And he brought me a donut. So, the small bag of groceries is forgiven because a donut was part of the bag of groceries. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 9. Once more around, and we'll stick some eyeballs in. Eyeballs. So yeah, we had kiddo home yesterday, which I thought would be just, totally whatever. She's gonna be outside playing in the snow all day. Nope. Little miss, I love the cold and snow. Could not get her outside for anything. But she's also super excited because next week is her vacation week from school. So she has the whole week off next week. My brother-in-law's birthday is today, but we're going to see him on Sunday for the birthday. And when we see him, we're going to hand our daughter off to her grandparents, to my mother and father-in-law, and she's going to have a solo sleepover. And then later in the week, next week, we'll go down to Connecticut to visit shortly and then bring her back home. So she's very excited that she has the big girl solo sleepover at Grandma's house. She's been running up and down with her suitcase, which she got a new suitcase for her birthday. And it has wheels, which is all she's ever wanted in her entire life, is a suitcase with wheels. So she's very happy, and it's driving me nuts. She's trying to pack multiple times a day. She's trying to pack. I'm like, no, we'll pack Saturday. Please stop. Stop. Kids with energy do not mix well with a mom that has a cold. No. 6, 9, 10. All right, let's put some eyeballs in. Let's see, how many do I even have left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spiders worth of eyes. I am probably going to have to order some more eyes soon. And I'm actually thinking of ordering the, boy, I'm going to say it wrong, taupe? T-A-U-P-E, that taupe? You might not be able to see the difference here. Yeah, you can. This one is the taupe eyes, which are kind of more of like a champagne beige, so they don't have much yellow in them. They're kind of more like a gray, not gray sounds bleh, but champagne beige. And then this has more yellow in it. This one I think is antique gold. Yeah, antique gold. And I'm thinking of going with the less yellow. Kind of like these eyes better. I thought I'd like these better. I think I'm gonna go back with those eyes. I'm not sure if you spotted. Oh no, I probably didn't. Yep, I didn't. Thank you for giving me a poke. You'll be going live around 11. Oh, we can raid into you. I was actually going to ask, and then my brain did like a U-turn and did something else. I was going to ask what time you were going live. Yeah, we can raid into you. That's exciting. Yeah, and yeah, no worries. If you need to start earlier, start earlier, and we'll just we'll get there when we get there. But if I know you're going live around 11, I'll also try not to go over, which is probably good for me, because like I said, I don't have high stores of energy right now, so holding myself to a shorter stream for a change might be nice today. But yeah, when you said you were going to stream today, that was the first of like several overlapping thoughts in my brain, which is kind of how my brain goes. I have like 3 thoughts on top of each other, and some of them get lost. But yeah, awesome. We can read into you. 1, 2, 5. Oh. Speaking of things with too many legs, I'm working on the amigurumi book challenge. I'm making a crab. He needs extra legs, obviously, but he's got the other little legs for underneath. So I need to get the last 2 legs sewn in under the bottom there, and then like here and here out the sides, he'll have his little pincher hands. So I'm excited. I have one of the pincher hands started. Come on, you little friend. I have one of the pincher hands started. So he'll have little pincher hands. So this is from the only amigurumi book our library has, which is Animal Amigurumi Adventures by Lauren Espy. So I kind of want to make the snake too, but it feels similar to like when you're playing with Play-Doh and you just like roll out a thing and you're like, look, I made a snake. So it almost feels like cheating when you're doing amigurumi and you make a snake, which is just a tube that's fat on one end and skinny on the other end, but he's so cute. And I do have pink felt, so I could give him his little tongue. I might make a snake before I return the book. But yeah, no, all I can think of is Play-Doh and making a Play-Doh snake. Oh, Petra's going live 1 p.m. my time. Ooh, nice. And you're going to raid into Petra. Perfect. Perfect. Sprinkle Kit, welcome in. It's a spider day. We haven't had a spider day in, maybe 2 weeks. Been a long time. 2 weeks is a long time, but welcome in. Just making sure everything is centered here. And then we will fasten the eyes. Actually, I think I need two. Put the eyes a little closer. Spider creations are adorable, but real spiders are terrifying. So far, I've been happy that most people, even if they don't like real spiders, they're okay with these spiders. I know that spiders can really set off bad reactions in people, like beyond just like, ew, I don't like them. Like, you know, phobias are real, and I don't want to kick any of that off in anyone. So far people have been happy with these guys, which makes me happy. So thank you. You remember the cute spider? Lucas the spider, probably. Like the little brown guy with the big eyes. Say that's from at least 5 years ago. It's probably longer than 5 years. It's probably more like 10 years at this point. Not good with time. Yes, Lucas the spider. I like him very much. Yes. That's a good spider. And actually, while I have stuff put down and I have free hands, we'll do a shout out to Janny, even though we should be raiding into Janny at the end of the channel. But yeah, if you want to give a follow ahead of time, do so. Absolutely do so. But yeah, we'll be raiding into Janny. Ooh, and I need to see what new songs you have. You teased before the car problems, Janny, that you had new songs. Several new songs in your song list. So I need to see what they are. I don't think Shenanigans or River are here yet, but you said the duck song was one of them. Oh, and thank you for the follow, Sprinkle Kit. Thank you, thank you. You added a few. Sprinkle Kit, are you a crocheter? Or any other crafter? We'd like to hear what people are up to. If you have any projects that you're excited about right now, we'd love to hear about that. And indeed. I need to not think about the duck song when I'm slogging up the horrible hills in this town. So I'm just like trudging up the hill and all I can think of is waddle, waddle, waddle. I'm like, no. You're not a crafter? You want to, but can't even stitch. Yeah. I couldn't knit for a while. And I don't know. I gave it a rest and I didn't mess with it for a while, and I went back to YouTube years later and I picked it up. So maybe sometime, like maybe it's not what you need right now, but if you're still interested, you know, it's something you could try again in the future, and maybe you'll find just the right person and it all clicks. It's kind of what happened to me with knitting. I think I needed to hear it explained in just the right way and it clicked. You need advice from your grandmother. What craft does your grandmother do? Till the very next day. Yeah, and my daughter saw me watching the duck song, which was brand new to me, even though apparently the YouTube thing I was watching is 13 years old. Um, she saw me and she's like, "Oh, you're watching that song," and she knew the song. Of course, she knows the song. Stitching, but she's in a different country. Um, I think my grandmother both crocheted and knitted, and the people that she learned from were from Germany. Her mother moved to the U.S. from Germany. Her mom must have been in her late teens when she moved. That sounds about right. In the 30s. Yeah, that sounds about right. So anyway, all of my grandma's crocheting and knitting she picked up from her German relatives. You got any grapes? So yeah, I don't know if there's. I know certain regions do have differences in how they crochet or how they knit or how they hold the yarn or things like that. It is neat to see the ways that different people make the same stitch or can make the same thing, but they do it in a way that is particular to them. I'm not explaining it well. I realize that as I'm talking, but it's neat. I like it. It's interesting. Actually, I think the thing I liked the best about the duck song video was how the guy just kept getting progressively angrier and angrier every time the duck showed up. Like his little eyebrows were like down lower and like every time he showed up. That was my favorite part. Also, the got any tape? That did make me laugh. It made me chuckle, it did. There was an analogy for you yesterday with the heckin' car. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm glad that the car waited until you guys were back home and safe before doing any shenanigans. You're like, yeah, this did move. Why did this move? Either I was crocheting with T-Rex arms that were getting closer and closer to me, or this thing moved, and I don't know why it moved. You wish spiders were like this. They are. They're friendly little babies, and they just want to love you. It's true. Yeah, half of these guys still need their little shoulder pads. I have the faux fur yarn, and we fluff him up a little bit there. So he needs shoulder pads. He needs shoulder pads, and I have a zombie spider that needs some good shoulder pads. Except if you look, no, I'm not messing with Australian spiders. I do like spiders. I am not even touching that one. Nope. They can keep their spiders. They can. Elbysaurus, good morning. Welcome in. It's a spider day. Welcome to Spider Day. We have many wonderful spooters today. And we are working on one today. We've got the black or the dark charcoal for the head, and the butt is going to be purple and green and black. You can get killed by a shark, get killed by a platypus, get killed by a freaking octopus, get killed by a black widow, and the sun might give you cancer. Yes. Thank you. Come again. Oh, came out of an ad. You said hi and immediately went into another ad. I'm sorry about that. Oh, sorry. But hi, it's Spider Day. Welcome in. How are you doing? Apart from all of the ads. Sorry. Good morning again. How's your day going? How's your week been? You think Australian people have balls of steel? Probably. Yay, love this for me. Right. You're good. Hanging in there. Yeah, sorry. I guess you probably got the pre-roll ad, but you just came in time to get the ad that shuts off pre-roll ads for the next few minutes. I'm sorry about that. I don't want to run long ads. I'd love to be able to shut off the pre-roll ads. Pre-roll ads annoy the crap out of me. They make me so mad. And I wish I could shut them off without giving you like a 5-minute ad to shut off the pre-roll ads. Such is the life. It was funny timing. I was doing that in Jay's stream for a while where I don't think I got hit with like 2 in a row, but like I'd come into Jay's stream and I'd like hang out there for, a half a minute or so and I'd be like, okay, no ad, we're good. Hi, Jay. And as soon as I said hi, Jay, I would get an ad. Every time. That was like a week ago or so. It was frustrating. Yes, we were just talking about Lucas the Spider. I haven't seen those videos in a while. Lucas is a good bean. A good fuzzy bean. My other creations. I don't think I have much on the table. Let me get to the end of the row and I can grab some of the stuff. I have a few things behind me there. I've been making cat ear hats for no conceivable reason, but I've been obsessed for some reason. So I'm on my third. On our last stream, we made a devil duck. So this guy is going to River, who won him in the giveaway. So I've been making. Let me move headphones so this tower of junk doesn't topple over. But yeah, we've got a little mallard duck. We've got the rooster and the little yellow duck or yellow chick. So I've been making these guys. They've been really addicting. I do these voodoo bunnies. I have like 8 of the voodoo bunnies right now because also addicting. So I make a bunch of these. Most of them actually are over there on my giant shelf of things that are done. Some of the things we have over here. I made part of him on stream. I think I only made his head on stream, but I finished the rest of him the next day. So we have little zebra dude. I like him. I have my little soot sprites. And we've been making these lately too. I have 2 big ones and 3 this size ones. But these have been really addicting to make. I want to make a few more of him. This is Sam from Trick or Treat. And I need to make some more of this for the market. Just a little mushroom guy. So, yeah, we have fun. We have fun here. I just make things that I like, and then I hope other people like them too. That is my very, very scientific method for how I choose patterns. Oop. And I sell things locally. I do want this week, hopefully while my daughter is having her special big girl sleepover at her grandparents' house, I'm hoping to get photos taken and actually get the things on Ko-fi, or at least start getting things on Ko-fi. Like I've said before, the actual hurdle for me is taking the photos. I don't care. I can make listings. I'm fine with that, but Taking the photos is where it's hard for me to get moving. Oop. Get in there. It's a show on some TV network now. Oh, Lucas the Spider's a show? I didn't know that. I need to look that up. Angie, you're going to talk to him shortly. He freaked out when he saw the spooters. You haven't found a way to find it to watch. Your kids love it. Okay. Yeah, I'll see what I can find. Zombunny. They'll say you need to make a purple duck with fangs and a vampire duck. That would be cool. I don't have velvet yarn that would be like a really nice purple. The purple I have in the Bernat velvet is more like a lavender, but I'd love like a rich purple, like this purple. Like a really rich purple is what I would picture for a purple duck. I'm sure you can buy it somewhere, like Hobby or something probably has something like that, but I haven't seen it locally. And a vampire duck, yes. I mean, I've got a whole pile of velvet yarn over there, so that sounds like fun. Soot sprites and the mushroom. How to choose patterns? Follow the dopamine. Yes, exactly. Yes. Highly scientific process for choosing patterns. Make a zombie duck with. Ooh. I'm trying to. The only green that I have, I think there might be another green that would work for a zombie duck, but the only green that I have right now in the velvet yarn is like this darker. I don't know, it's like a pine green, I guess. I can't picture what the other green is that they have at the store. I'll have to look. That would be fun. Oh, I want to make zombie ducks. I love zombie things. You love the top hat spider and the purple, blue, and pink spider. Thank you. My top hat spider is Bartholomew, and he stays here with me. He's supposed to be the channel mascot. I thrust him onto the screen once in a while, but usually he just kind of sits on my desk. This guy is hoping to be like a whole. The plan was to make a rainbow spider, and not a solid rainbow, but I like him. I like his colors, and he'll get some little white shoulder floofs. And the zombie spider, I don't have on screen. I have some brown fuzz that I think is too far away for me to grab right now, but I have some brown fuzz that I'll put on the legs here. Again, I like zombie things. Aw, 3.5-year-old came up and said, "Aw, they're so cute." Thank you. Thank you, kiddo. I have a lot of fun with my spiders. I do. And like Janny put in earlier, the pattern for the spiders. This is the pattern by Winterberries. It is a paid pattern. If you type in !pattern, it will bring you to both the Etsy listing and the Ravelry listing. So if you prefer one over the other, you have the choice. I do have another spider pattern that I like. If you like the spiders, as I like the spiders. The hair. The free pattern that I really like, that it's also in that spider command there, it's the Ravelry pattern No Sew Amigurumi Spider. It's free. It's super cute. There is a little bit of assembly, like you have to tie the legs in, but like you're not really sewing them in. And like the fangs are worked right into the face. But they're very cute. I love these guys so much. They're so much fun to make. So those are my two favorite spider patterns. And downstairs in our living room, I have a giant spider, like a mega spider. It is Curious Papaya's pattern. I think it's called Spinnerella, and it's massive. It's massive. It's huge. I love it. I should make a spider with tea. I should make a spider with tea for me. I like the tea. I like the tea. the last row. I'm going to put a little bit more stuffing in, but not too much. That'll be good. All right. Let's close up this face. It's lagging your McDonald's Wi-Fi. Let me just double check my bit rate and stuff. I know people have been having some issues lately with Twitch. I think I'm good so far. If anyone else is having issues, I guess let me know, but I don't know. I don't think there's much I can do. Question: which eyes are those, and do you burn the backs of those too, or are they? No, I just burn the backs of the kind of the quote-unquote cheap safety eyes. They have plastic backing. Let's see. This is a small version, but open. So like the eyes that I order off Amazon, they have this kind of, fairly flimsy plastic backing, and sometimes these can pop back off of the eyes. So if I'm using eyes that have these plastic things as the backing, I will melt the back and, pancake it on. I don't want them popping off. And I left them up here. So with the eyes that I like to use for the spiders, and I love this person in general. This one is Suncatcher Craft Eyes, and when I'm making the spiders, I get a 15 millimeter eye and I get a 10.5 millimeter eye. Like I said before, I got the Shimmer Antique Gold is what I'm using now, and I think I'm going to use taupe, or however you say it, Taupe. I'm going to get that instead next time. That's the eyes that he has, and they're a little more, I've been calling them champagne beige. They're desaturated, and the Antique Gold are more yellowy. And the thing about these eyes is I do not burn the backs of these. They're made out of a different, harder plastic, so they feel different. These eyes also have a smooth backing. So the backings that I buy off Amazon, where you put on the plastic backings, and they kind of click over the ridges that are on the post of the eye. These ones have a metal backing, and it is, can't see it that well, but they're kind of raised outward this way. So they're concave on this side and convex on that side. So when you put them on, I would put it on like this, with the convex side facing out, with them pointing outward. And when you push them on, the teeth bite into the post. They do not come off very easily at all. I feel very secure about using these. So I have never tried to burn the backs of these. But the way the other eyes are supposed to work, actually these are larger. These might be a better way to show the way that these are supposed to work. Oh, I thought I had backings in here. These are supposed to work kind of like zip ties, where they have all of those ridges, and it's kind of like a ramp up to the ridge, and then a hard, there we go, a ramp up to the ridge, and then a hard drop off on this side, so it's easy to put the backing on, and then the backing is supposed to have a hard time coming back off. But again, sometimes since they're kind of cheaply made, they can pop off, even though they're not supposed to. Good. Your Twitch froze. My browser looks a little jumpy, but my bitrate looks good. I don't know. If this is a recurring problem, I can always try to stop the stream and jump onto a different server or whatever you call it. You can go through different locations. Thanks for the info. You look into it. You're getting called AFK for a bit. Okay. All right, yeah, if you have any questions, I can try to answer them. I can probably type it out better than I can just explain it in real time. My brain works better if I have time to think about things and type them out. All right, where is my thing? I found my thing. No, I didn't. That's the wrong thing. But also, like I put into chat, if you haven't seen my eyes command before, I like to use Suncatcher Craft Eyes. That one is based in New York State. That's the one that I use for the spiders, and I really, really like their eyes. They hand paint them to order. They're also the ones who made the masquerade eyes that I like. I've used them when I made the bubble up, that like big derpy thing, but I don't know where it is. Oh, I see it. So they have a line where they use special paint, and it's color changing. So as you kind of tilt it around, almost like a hologram, but as you tilt it around and it catches the light, like this one's kind of a green and purple. But they have, I think, at least 6 different color options for their masquerade eyes, and they have a whole bunch of different styles. They make zombie eyes. So like these are the red zombie eyes that I bought from them, and I haven't used them yet. But like these eyes are kind of translucent, so it's kind of like a see-through pink for the bulk of the eye, and then the pupil in the middle is a solid red. So it has a really neat effect. But those are Suncatcher Craft Eyes. I really like working with them. I also had good luck working with Gurumi Supply Eyes. They're based out of California in the US. There we go. Gurumi Supply Eyes. I was using these for my donut cats. That's what it was. So I was getting larger ones. I was getting glitter eyes. And they have kind of fabric backings. So they don't paint on the Gurumi Supply Eyes. They don't use paint. They have like a kind of a fabric backing that they slide onto the post that provides the color for the eye. It's not my favorite style, but I know other people really do like the style, and I can say for sure that Gurumi Supply has excellent customer service. They have been very good to me. So I do like to at least mention them, because I've had great experience with them. And then I also have in that eyes command Dark Side Crochet, which is out of the UK. I have never ordered from them before, so I cannot speak to, you know, like I love their product. I use their product all the time. Everyone I've ever heard using their product love the product. I think they're made similar to the Suncatcher Craft Eyes, where they paint whatever color you're buying. They paint it on. And they have gorgeous color options. If shipping didn't cost so much from the UK to the US, I would be ordering from Dark Side Crochet. I would love to get their eyes. And Dark Side Crochet also does, not accessories, but like other features. They have horns. They have like little like twisty devil horns, and I think they work like a safety eye, where it's like a twisty devil horn, and the inside is a post with a washer for the backing, so they would click on the same as the safety eye. So yeah, like devil horns, unicorn horns. They have a bunch of different wings that are all cast out of resin, I believe. So they're all plastic. They're not felt. They're not soft, but they look really cool. And I haven't seen anyone else doing that before. Offering things like wings and horns and stuff that you can put into your amigurumi. So yeah, again, if shipping didn't cost so much between the UK and the US, I would be ordering Dark Side Crochet's stuff. I really want to try them out. So that was my mini eye commercial, I guess. Amigurumi eye adverts. But I'm always happy to share information about like a company that I like to use or a good experience that I've had with a product. All right, so we've got the little head. And you probably saw when I was working on it, I didn't stop and mention it, but it's kind of like a weird teardrop shape when you make it. And then you have to draw the extra string up through the top of the head, and that'll squish it down and make it nice and spider shaped. So the way the spiders are made is the legs will all go into this. You know, the butt attaches to it. This is the whole focal point of the spider. All right, now I have to try to figure out how I made my purple and green spider last year that I never took photos of, but I really liked. I guess we'll see how this turns out. Oh, no, I can use that for the teeth. I'll use that for the teeth. Have I ever tried selling your spider creations? I do sell them locally. I have not put them online yet. I'm hoping that while my daughter's doing a sleepover at Grandma and Grandpa's house, she'll be gone for a few overnights, and I'd like to use that time to take the photos. I have a hard time making myself take photos. It never comes out the way I want it to, and so I'm kind of like, what's the point? I'm not even going to do it, man. I don't mind making listings, I just hate taking the photos. So I need to take the photos. I'd like to get them listed on my Ko-fi store. So I'd like to have the spiders on the Ko-fi store. I'm going to put the ducks, like different, little chicken nugget type ducks on the Ko-fi store. That I have the 3 or 4 different kinds of them. The soot sprites. Start putting those kinds of things on the Ko-fi store. But other than that, I do sell things locally. I've been selling the spiders locally since last year in May. I think the Mother's Day market last year was the first time I sold my spiders ever. And yeah, people really like them. And it's exciting too, because I have a lot of people who come up to the booth or come onto my stream and say, I cannot take spiders in real life, but I love these spiders. And I love hearing that so much. You want to buy one for your birthday? When's your birthday? Is your birthday coming? Thank you for the spider stickers. That guy's from my emotes. I need to make more emotes too. I have a to-do list and yeah. You ever get the thing where you have so much on your to-do list that you have a hard time doing anything because there are so many things? That's my brain. But I like that little spooter. Thank you for my spooter stickers. And also, I try to say this every now and then. I don't think I do say it enough. Even if I don't have an official online store, like I said, I do sell locally, so I do have things priced out. And if anyone ever sees something and they're interested in, like, what would the price be for this, or talking about even getting a custom amigurumi or something like that, feel free to message me. You can give me a whisper on Twitch. You can message me through Discord. And I'm happy to tell you what like a price would be and figuring out what shipping would be. I am happy to do that stuff. Just a small fern, welcome to the spider stream. How has your week been? How much is shipping in Hong Kong? I'll have to look it up. I don't know off the top of my head, but I can try to look it up. I'm trying to think. I think our U.S. Postal Service. Oh, you know who I could ask? I have a friend who's married to someone from Hong Kong, and she still has family in Hong Kong, and I bet they would have a good estimate for what it would cost to ship like a small box of something. Because these are pretty light. So usually you don't have to worry about like weight as far as shipping. Usually it's just like the basic shipping charge because they're pretty light. I can try to ask them though. If you are interested, I can try to ask my friend what their experience is with shipping to Hong Kong. Sorry. Man, shipping is the worst though, because like I said before, I would be buying so much of Dark Side Crochet's eyes and accessories and stuff for amigurumi, but they're in the UK, and even shipping from the US to the UK is crazy. Even shipping from the US to Canada is crazy. I ship my art cards to Canada pretty regularly because my favorite company to work with is in Canada. And like when I'm shipping the cards, I usually do 10 or 15 cards and they're just like this. I'm basically just shipping this to Canada. It weighs like almost nothing and it's $14. And like from us to Canada, you're not putting it on a boat. You're not doing anything too crazy. We share the continent. We're not too far away. So yeah, shipping is the killer of dreams. Unfortunately. But I can try to find out if you are interested. I should make a Halloween special in October. Actually, Halloween is my streamiversary. So I got to do my first streamiversary last Halloween, and I'll have to figure out what I'm doing this year. What did we make? We might have done spiders, because I love doing these spiders. I remember I dressed in half of my Supergirl costume from a million years ago. But I'd like to do something more this year, and I don't know what yet. I'm gonna need to really do some brainstorming. Oh, birthday's on the 30th of October. That would be fun. That would be so fun to have a birthday like Halloween like that. Spooter. Hey, DJ Kyoto. How's you doing? It is a Spooter day. Ooh, baby is asleep. That is always good times. When you get a little bit of quiet time, a little bit of time to yourself. It's muchly needed. Shenanigans, welcome in. Good morning. How's you doing? Let me. Oops. My fingers are not typing things today. But that's kind of normal. Shout out to Shenanigans. We got the deep throat one today. I was gonna say what we got today. Welcome in, Shenanigans. Shout out to Shenanigans. He does some really cool woodworking stuff. Shenanigans has also made a really cool spider. Really, really cool spider. Is there any chance you'll ever make more of them, Shenanigans? I loved their spiky leggies. Spiky leggies. Oh, and a treat. Thank you. Oh, and Fearful Spidey. Fearful Spidey, welcome in. Don't fear the Spideys. Don't fear the Spideys. They're very cute and fuzzy. They're very fuzzy. You don't do trick-or-treating in Hong Kong. Yeah, I know a lot of other places don't, and the US is all I know, and so for me it's like Halloween, trick-or-treating, spooky movies, all that stuff. Um, is Halloween at all a thing there? Like, I can't imagine why it would be. I know you have your own traditions, your own holidays. And let me do the treat. I was gonna try to get to the end of the round, but I didn't put my stitch marker in, so technically there's no rounds right now. Gestational hypertension and gestational diabetes are apparent. They're being caught early. Oh, well, I'm glad they're getting caught, but I'm sorry. That's a lot to deal with. I'm sorry. Ooh, you're trying to move to Colorado around May. That's also a lot to deal with. And today the dark chocolate raspberry is the treat of choice. So thank you, Shanigans. The fact that you know the difference in my inappropriate clips. I'm only aware of 2 inappropriate clips, though. So either I've missed some, or you need to get going. You need to make more. You've considered it? It would be easier for you now than it was when you made it. Yeah. Now that you've made the one, you have like a good idea of like, okay, I need to do these steps, and I get spider. It is a really, really cool spider. And oh, hydrate, clean up the chocolate. Thank you for my hydrate. I have the Edgar Allan Poe blend of tea today, which has a little bit of like bergamot and smokiness, and it has chopped up dried beets, and that makes it's supposed to make it, like red, but when you add milk it's pink. So I have pink Edgar Allan Poe tea. It's super good though. I like it. I like it a lot. Sprinkle kit. Oh, time to move to a new country. Are you thinking of moving? That would be such a big move. Like, I know people do it, obviously, moving to a new country, but man, just moving from one state to the next within the same country is such a huge undertaking. Like, I can't wrap my head around everything that would have to be involved in moving to another country. Again, I know people do it, but that's a lot. Shenanigans would be a lot of hand sanding on the legs after they're glued up. Oh. And Janny's back. And yet those clips are always the ones that play. Do you have any other clips? I don't think you have any other. I think you have 2 clips and they're inappropriate. I think that is the truth. Fearful Spidey, you've always been scared of them, but you enjoy them from a distance. And not able to get at me in any way. Yes. That's how I started to enjoy spiders. I started just kind of watching them from a distance and like, oh, this is really actually pretty cool. And I'm pretty cool with spiders by now. I've never been scared of spiders, but I've always respected them and given them distance. Kyoto, you had hypertension with your other 2. Pre-diabetic A1C and sugar test is the only new thing. Their heart rate is in the 160s. It'll be 15 weeks Monday. Oh, congratulations! But yeah, I hope you're able to like keep that kind of under control without too much extra work. Because I wasn't full on gestational diabetic, but I did have to test for it because I was kind of borderline. So I had to keep an eye on it, but I didn't have to do anything beyond that, really. And I did have to stop eating frosted mini wheats in the morning because then I would like do the finger prick and like do the test, and it's like, you have 1,000,000 blood sugars. And I had to stop that. I miss my frosted mini wheats. Colorado has tarantula migration? I would like to learn more about this. Tarantula migration. That was around 20 hours of work on that one. Wow. You would make very little for the time. Or someone would really have to want one, yeah, to pay to make it worth it, yeah. But that's where I kind of am with the larger, there they are, the larger voodoo cat things. Um, I do have the higher price tag on them. I don't know if people are going to be willing to pay it, so I've stopped making the larger ones, and I'm making a whole bunch of the smaller ones. But yeah, when you have to put that much time into something, it really does make it a gamble on, is someone going to buy it? Is it going to be worth it? Sprinkle Kit, you want to move, but you're too lazy. It's a lot of work. I mean, one of our moves, we literally just moved around the corner to a better apartment, and even that was a giant pain in the butt. It was literally like around the corner. There were like two buildings between our old apartment and our new apartment, and still a giant pain. Difference with this baby versus the other two. So your second baby is 11 months. You tell your husband I blame him. Good. Blame the husband. I fully am behind this. Yes. Husband gets the blame. You have like 20 clips and you don't make them, so it's all up to chat. Yeah, no, same. I go through my clips every once in a while because I think once in a while people make an accidental clip because I can't see like what is that clip even doing. So usually I'll let it sit for a while just in case they were trying to like bookmark like I was talking about like spider eyes or something, and they were like, oh, I have to remember this brand or this something. So I let it sit for a little bit in case they were trying to use it for something, and then I disappear it because Kyoto, they want you to see a high-risk ultrasound technician. You're borderline as well. Your A1C is 5.8 and your sugar with the 1 hour test was 154. So you get a 3 hour test on Tuesday. I'm sorry, that's frustrating. I think you could get it down to less with batching them, and your skills have improved a lot now. So maybe you get it down to 6 hours. How long have you been woodworking? I don't think I've asked you that before. Yeah, 6 hours. That would still be a very expensive spider. They're gorgeous though. Let me see if I can find it on your Instagram, and then I can just flash everyone with an amazing spider. There he is. So let me get my little window set up, and you don't know much about the migration other than your husband says you'll see a group of tarantulas cross the road. I hope they look both ways. The little noodles. Oh, I did the wrong one. Let's do that one. That would help. You're kind of interested in spiders, but also kind of scared of them, especially the species. Yeah, I used to be pretty scared about brown recluse because I grew up in New York State and I grew up being told, oh yeah, there's tons of brown recluse all over around here, and they'll kill you and they'll eat your flesh and all this stuff. And I don't think there actually are that many in New York State. There's probably like one or two somewhere, but I don't think there's a real danger. But I think it's kind of like, as a child, there were so many quicksand things in stories and in cartoons and stuff that you were like, okay, gotta watch out for quicksand. It's gonna get you. And I've never seen quicksand ever. Kyoto, you're glad you were right. Before going to your first appointment, you had a guess that you were pre-diabetic. Your husband is T1D, and you used his meter and your numbers weren't normal. Well, yeah, that's good too, that you... Like, my husband is also type 1 diabetic, and so you can kind of notice the markers. You have a little bit of experience living with someone who deals with that all the time. Here is Shanigan's Amazeballs spider. Look at this baby. Isn't he so cute? So cute. You started with the basic stuff like building a bed frame maybe 10 years ago, and you started doing more artistic and fine woodworking like 3 years ago. Okay. Nice. I don't know. In my head, you've just been doing this forever. Like you were born doing woodworking. Oh, clearly that's not true, but you do really nice work. But here's the spider. This is Shanigan's spider. very cute. I love those legs. Like, they're just so spiky. They're spiky and smooth, and I love the angularity of the legs. They're gorgeous. They're really pretty. Yeah, I love that spider. Uh, exactly. Brown recluse are called recluses for a reason. Yeah, they're not popping up all the time. Your boyfriend lived in a house in college that ended up being infested with brown. Oh, don't like that. Nope. Don't like that. Blah. You have a brown recluse bite on your right forearm. You'd be having high symptoms. You were like, that's not right. Yeah. Yeah, a few new songs on, and we're raiding into Janny. Janny is doing a sneaky Friday stream, so when we're done doing spiders, we're gonna raid into Janny and get some good music, some super good music. I'm really excited. I never thought I'd be able to raid into Janny because he's a Tuesday Thursday kind of guy, and Sunday. Can I no, you only get to redeem a song once during the stream. As far as I know, maybe that's just a rule that Janny made with me. Maybe everyone else can redeem the song multiple times in one stream. Friday Duck Song. DM on Discord later. Oh, sure. Angie, yeah. I'm always happy to offer any kind of experience I have with supplies or anything. So feel free to DM on Discord. I'll try to keep my eyes open for that. Let's see, what am I even on? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm on the last increase row. And I think I might want to make the last increase row green. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, let's do this. We'll make this green. Mods have zero well, boy howdy. All right. Fee is feeling pretty special. Insta regret. Why, Janny? Why? Don't you trust me, Janny? Don't you trust me? Good idea. The Rebecca Black song Friday. I can't picture the song. Like, there's like a tickle in the back of my head. Like, I know that was a big one, and I can't picture it right now. Kitten Knitter, welcome in. Welcome to Spider Day. Yes, I do. It was a meme like a decade ago. That sounds right, yeah. Like, yeah. Looking at the lyrics, because that'll... Yep. Okay, yeah, I can picture the song now. Am I making a witchy spider? I don't know about witchy particularly. We have black for the head, and the butt is going to be mainly purple, and we're going to put a little bit of green and black in there. Oh, actually, do I want that to be... what did I used to do? Actually, I might pull this out and do this a little differently. Nah. I'll just go back in and add details later. Oh, and a hydrate! Thank you for the hydrate. You told the kids you were doing the duck song. They went wild. Yeah, my kiddo saw me watching the duck song, and she was like, "Oh yeah, the duck song. Yeah." Like, oh, okay. So she totally knew what that was too. I had no clue. No clue. Proceeded to set up a Spotify playlist with a bunch of Perry Grip meme songs for you to learn. I see. It's worse than you remember. You take it back. Don't mash up Duck Song and Friday. Mistakes were made. I take it all back. All right, let's see. That there. Roger that. Tortoise playing Minecraft will get stuck in your head. See. I don't know any of these things. And from the sounds of it, it's better that way. That moment when you want to check out these songs, but you enjoy the baby sleeping in. Oh, man, I am really hoping that I get to sleep in when my kiddo is at her grandparents' house for the sleepover. But I'm kind of nervous that I've just become so used to getting woken up by her at 5 a.m. or earlier that I'll just like wake up on schedule as usual. I'm hoping for sleeping in. We'll see how it goes. What did I do on your butt, sir? What did I do on your butt? I did this. Alright, so I'll skip 3. Skip 3. I'll do another band of green. We'll do a little bit more purple, and we'll end in black so we can sew it to the head. That's the plan. I hope you remember that, because there's no way I'm remembering that. Hey, Arame, welcome in. Do I want to fix that? I don't think I'm going to fix that. Am I going to fix that? Nope, not going to fix it. You found a pattern set. Ooh, what did you find? You can put the link in chat if you have a link. Because I'm still on the lookout for patterns for things that I can add to my table this year. I do have a few new things. I have the zombie cats are new. The ducks and the chickens are new. I have more of the voodoo bunnies, the like zombie voodoo bunnies. I didn't have many of those last year, so I think people will be seeing that for the first time this year. Oh, the Timothy Rex pattern. That's new too. But I try to find new things for my table each year. All right, what we got? What we got? Oh, these are cute. Look at this. Oh my goodness. These are kind of fun. These are kind of a lot fun. Oh, one up crochet. I think they did a like a Pikachu that I want to do. Or at the very least, like this can help me think of other things I can do with the ducks and the chicken pattern. With, you know, this basic thing. And then just do different color variations. Another thing that I want to do with this, which should be pretty easy, is to turn him into a penguin. Oop, put him over here. To turn him into a penguin. So I would just kind of count out stitches. Oop, count out stitches that I would make white. So like start in black. Do some white here, and then like right around here, from like there down, he would be gray. So I think I can do a penguin in these two. But those are cute. I like their expressions. They all have different eyes. That is really cute. I'm gonna keep that tab up and see if I can think of. I wonder if I can do an owl thing in my little chicken nuggets. If I could do an owl, that'd be fun. Yeah, Yoshi. She has Yoshi. The Pikachu is one I want to do, and I think there was a Yoshi I wanted to do. Arame, you're at work. Why didn't we think of that before? Devil Duck needs a pitchfork. Man, I still haven't made the knife. I've got the felt. I basically know what I'm going to do. I haven't ordered any magnets. I'm still trying to think if there's something I can do with just the felt before ordering like extra stuff and making extra work. I don't know. I mean, I guess I could also just attach a knife to Murder Duck's little flipper. So he could just always have a knife. But then make some without the knife and some with the knife. I could do that. I haven't decided yet. I don't know. Dan, welcome in. Happy Friday. Doing pretty good. I'm hopefully over a cold. I had like 3 rough days. Wednesday was pretty crappy. But I'm feeling much better today. Still tired, but I'll take tired over like can't breathe, dying. So how are you doing? Let's crochet Grim Reaper amigurumi crochet pattern. Load. Oh my goodness, he's cute. There is a Grim Reaper pattern that I was thinking of doing, whether I was going to like freehand it or what, because it was on Etsy. It was for sale on Etsy. But again, it was super basic shape, even more basic than the zombie cat. You know, the zombie cat is basic shapes, but there were several things that you had to sew together. And the Grim Reaper that I was thinking of replicating is pretty basic. But this guy is cute. I don't want to see notifications, thank you. He's cute. Yeah, I'd like to make something like him. I'd like to do that. I still have the top hat ghosts for Halloween. I only had 2 made last year at Halloween, and people liked them. So I need to make more of them for this year. Let's see. Holy cow, this one is tiny. Oh my goodness. This guy. Look at him. Holy crap, I love him. He's just a little nubbin. I like that a lot. Oh my gosh, let's see. Oh, look. Oh, I'm gonna make this. Oh, it is a free pattern. Well, guess what, friends? Guess what? Yeah, I'm gonna hang on to that. I'm gonna hang on to that. Shenanigans, you have done your good deed for the day. Yeah, free. That's awesome. I'd love to make some of them. We'll have to see how quickly they work up. What hook size do they say? see. Looks like they do use sport weight yarn and a 2.5 millimeter crochet hook. So if I used my yarn without buying special yarn for it, it'd be a little bigger. Not lots bigger, but a little bigger. I'm gonna have to mess around with this. I need to check this out. I'm on fire today. You are. In a good way. Not in a, like, help I'm burning way. Oops. These guys are all, like, pressing in on me. You have no idea how much you've done today? The client's driving you crazy. I'm sorry, Arame. I'm sorry. I hope your workday's almost done. I think are you 6 or 7, maybe 7 hours ahead of me? And I'm at 10 a.m. I don't know, the only automatic conversion or whatever that I have in my head is like for UK time, I add 5 hours. Dan, you're a bit upset with your dentist. They didn't tell you your teeth would start to shift to fill in the gap that, oh. Yeah. Oh. I'm sorry. Is that something that you need to, like you need to get an implant, or you need to get like a Invisalign or something? No, I actually haven't had like a tooth nightmare in forever. I went through, I don't know, ever since I was 9 or 10, for years and years and years, I had like braces, you know, like the like cut your mouth open wires and all that stuff. Oh my God. But even worse than the braces, I had my like canine teeth pulled. So I had like 4 adult teeth pulled because they said that basically my mouth was not big enough to have a full set of teeth. So I have 4 fewer teeth than most people do. And that, yeah, I remember just how awful that was. Because they would only pull one side at a time. So I went in like for the first side, and by the time I went back for the second side, like my whole body was shaking on the chair. I was so freaked out. So yeah, I have tooth nightmares. I won't go into detail, but yeah, it sucked. Oh, my video's choppy. Let me see. Actually, let me just yank that into the toolbar, and then I don't need to keep that open. There we go. That should be good. Better, hopefully. Mama Jewel, welcome in. How you doing, Mama Jewel? Happy Friday. What have you been up to lately? What have you been up to? They knocked you out for the oral surgeries you've had. They had to. Man, I kind of wish they had for me. I have more memories than I want to have of that. All right, let's see. 1, 2, 3. So let's do another green. 11, 12. So this will be just a plain old single crochet. Oh, do a slip stitch and do it right, maybe. Maybe do it right. Yeah, I actually kept my canine teeth for a while too, because they gave them to me in like this little satchel. And it's crazy how like long adult teeth are, because you're used to seeing the baby teeth that you lose when you're a little kid, and when you lose the baby teeth, all of the root has already been like eaten away by the new adult tooth coming through. So when you lose a tooth as a little kid, they're like, this tiny little thing. It's just like a little tooth nubbin that comes out. And if they pull adult teeth, like the root, just they're huge. They're huge. It's really weird. I don't have to go into that anymore. I know that can really creep people out, so I can be done with that. I don't need to talk about that anymore. And I apologize if I started to creep people out. Oh, Mama Jewel, you just got back to streaming this week. Trying to stick to your schedule you're working on for yourself. You're trying to recruit for the next MCS Raid Train event. How are you? I had a cold, which sucked, but I'm better now. It's a spider day, so of course it's a good day. At some point, I would like to do another Raid Train event. I think I did the Halloween one last year with Pickle Puss. I didn't do the Christmas one, and I think there's a March one that she's doing that I'm not doing either. I don't know. I was trying to back off of some of the Raid Train things because they were filling me with anxiety when I was participating. And I had a good time doing them, but there was a lot of anxiety involved with them for me. So I was backing off of them, but I don't know. It'd be fun to do again sometime. Implant, bridges, braces. Even if medically required, are all considered cosmetic by most. Yeah, the insurance is the thing. Yeah. Rainbow, yep. Okay. And I think that is like around St. Patrick's Day, right? Is that in March? I think. But yeah, I won't be doing that one, but I will try to keep an eye on it as it gets closer so that I can jump into people's streams and I don't remember which days it's happening. It's probably happening during one of my streams, so I'll try to raid into whoever is live during the in the raid train on that day. Because I would like to support without the anxiety. Man, do I want to do this or not? Actually, I don't know. Well, we've got 7. Let's try to put some of these in. Dang it, do I want to do this or not? I kind of want to put some green spots in here, but I could just do it just as easily with an X. Let's do X's. I can always work on this and then use it as a kind of as a base project to help me plan out the next one I want to do. We'll do it this way. March 15th to 17th is Pickle's event, and the Makers and Crafters Spring Merry Making is March 23rd to 25th. Okay. Okay, yeah, I'll keep an eye in Discord too, and I'll try to raid into whoever is live at the time that I am ending my stream on that day. Seven, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We are in the decrease. Spooter Army's cute. Thank you. Thank you. I have some more waiting for legs. Like I've got a little brown guy waiting for some dark brown legs. I've got another zombie spider who's basically this, but they both need their fluff. And then this guy, I'm going to do really dark brown legs on him. So yeah, I've got guys waiting for their legs. I had been working on them last week, and it like messed up my hand cutting the metal that goes inside their legs. Because I bought the wrong wire. So I'm just slowly breaking my body. It's okay. It's fine. It's fine. Oh, you added another Traveling Wilburys song. So now you have 3. I'm going to have to request that. I need to hear it. Don't play it until I get in there, okay? Don't do it. What are we at right now, by the way? Okay. So I'll try to end pretty close to 11 so that we can raid in. Arame, you didn't have to pay anything for your braces. Your parents only pay a co-payment, and they get it back when the treatment's completed. That's really cool. I think I think my braces were on my parents' insurance. I mean, I was a kid. I started before I was a teenager, but it went through my teenage years. Um, and I know with our insurance, and we're keeping an eye on our daughter because her mouth seems to be similar to mine. Like it looks like she doesn't have room for a full set of adult teeth, like I did not. Um, so we have the option to add orthodontics to our dental insurance, which means they'll take more out of each paycheck to pay for the insurance, but I think we're going to need it. Her teeth aren't bad. It's just supposed to be once all of the adult teeth are coming in, they don't think there's going to be room. They think it's going to cause a problem. Right now, her teeth are fine. Yeah, the only time that I was knocked out for anything was my wisdom teeth. When my wisdom teeth came out, they knocked me right out and grabbed those suckers. And my only memories of that were sitting in the chair before, like, they gave me like whatever thing to like try to knock me out, and I was like, I'm gonna fight it. Like, I'm gonna see how hard I can fight this thing. And of course I was like 22 or something at the time, so I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna see if I can fight the anesthetic. And then the next thing I knew, I was sitting in the recovery room with my mother, and I was just giggling. I was just giggling, and there was like a spot of blood on my jeans from, I guess, something. And like I would look at the blood and I'd start laughing again. So that went well, I'm sure. The compulsory part is a kind of insurance that you'll do everything to make the treatment successful. Oh, okay. No, that is a good motivation. All right, now actually I'll do this. I'll start to spot in the black on the next round, and then the last round will be full black. That's the plan. Oh, I didn't even look at my spider list. A few other spiders that I need to try to make. I'm trying to keep an eye on the spider color list. You were wide awake when your wisdom teeth were removed. Can I listen to the audiobook? Yeah, they had to do that with mine too. Like, yeah, like it wasn't just an extraction or whatever. It was like a little surgery because they hadn't come through yet. They were still like up in my thing. And the thing was with mine, like I said, I have a small mouth apparently, and if the wisdom teeth actually did start coming through, it would start messing with the other teeth. So they wanted to get them before they came through. Um, So yeah, that I think is part of why they did actually knock me out for that. That's slightly better. All right, so we got that. Is there anything I wanted to do to this? Maybe? Nope, don't like that. Well, maybe I'll just leave it then. I think I'll leave it. All right, I'll finish this up, and I think I'm gonna put like little green X's between the two green sections here. I think that's the plan. So let's see, we're doing a 3 and a decrease. So I'm going to start to intermittently put in a little bit of black, and then the last one will be full black. Oops. One. And the other thing that I am doing for, I don't want to do that. Other thing that I'm doing for the table is I'm making a bunch of cat ear hats, and they're kind of ridiculous, but I'm kind of obsessed. So like I've got, they're just like this, and then before they're done, you're supposed to kind of sew these flaps closed. So you have like the rounded part for the top of the head to go in, and then the ears stick out the side. So like this isn't sewed yet, but you basically have this, and then these get sewed kind of shut. So they're supposed to be a little more flat once they're sewed shut. So I don't know if anyone's going to care. I just really wanted to make some. So I think I'm going to make 4 in a few different colors. And then just see. Like this one I put safety pins in just to see about where I want to get the thing sewed closed. So it'll be a little bit more like this. I don't know why I'm doing this. I don't even know how this came back on my radar. They were really big, and like it was like 2016 or something. And I don't know, I just started wanting to make them. Arame, yours could not have come out at all? They were at an angle. Oh, it's like they couldn't have come through on their own. Okay. They would have attacked the roots of the other teeth. Ah. Dan, you have had one wisdom tooth removed as it was impacted. 2 of them simpler are non-existent. And you have one that came in with no problem. Ah. Interesting. Teeth are pretty weird. Oh, baby's awake now. Well, I hope you had a little bit of good quiet time. Because that is important too. Yeah. Woke up a little bit ago. He stayed relatively non-gremlin while you did the weekly budget. That's nice too. My baby, my kiddo, a million years ago when she was a baby, she would wake up pretty happy usually, but she wasn't patient. Like she wouldn't stay in her crib and stay happy. She was happy, but like you were on the clock. You had better get her quickly. She wanted to be up and doing things. No, wait, what do I want to do here? I want to catch that behind. Bring that through. Oh. The yokai set, the yokai art set that I did, that is going to be, I think they're going for pre-sale soon. So I'm kind of excited because they're starting to show other people's artwork. So now I get to see what other people did for the set. So I'm kind of excited about that. Also excited because once they sell the things, I get paid for the things. So I like that too. All right, we're done with purple. He's swinging full force into toddler. Aw. So you said 11 months. So he's mobile. Is he walking yet? Or is he thinking about walking yet? I think, from what I remember at least, 11 months is a little early for walking, but it's within the realm of walking possibilities. From what I remember. Not walking, he can stand a few seconds. He's doing the thing where he's trying to crawl and walk at the same time, using a foot to plant on the floor and push him along. Ah, it's fun to see how each baby works out their own way to move. Like everyone crawls in a slightly different way. And it's all, experimentation, and they all land on something slightly different, it seems. It's fun. Alrighties. Alright, time to stuff that, but maybe should have started stuffing it when the hole was bigger. When the hole was bigger, that would have been a good time. I feel like there are all kinds of little, can you see, like all these little white shards almost. It's like someone went into the bag of stuffing with scissors and they like chopped it up, so there are all these little flecks. This bag seems worse than most other bags. It gets all over. It is the Polyfill brand. I've never had this much of a problem with it before. I know there's at least two big brands. What's the other one? Polyfill's the one. I can't think of the, but I bought the other brand on accident once, and it feels weird, and I don't like it. The Spy Museum tomorrow with your brother. That sounds really neat. That's really cool. Have you been before? Like, is this a new museum experience, or is this something that you've been to before and you're going back again because it's fun? That would be really neat. I'm hoping that in April. Yeah, in April. My husband has a conference um, in Pittsburgh, and we lived in Pittsburgh for 2 years, like before my daughter was born. And they have the Carnegie Museum, and just, I don't know, we were there for 2 years, and we did a lot of bicycling around Pittsburgh. We live right on Frick Park. Good Pittsburgh memories. So, because it's right close to my daughter's school vacation for April, we're going to take her out of school like a day early, I think, before the weekend. So we can go down for the conference. He can do the conference. We can take her to the Carnegie, which has a great dinosaur exhibit. And I'm really excited. I'm really excited about taking her to Pittsburgh. The other thing that she's going to go nuts over is if you've been to Pittsburgh, you fly into the airport, which is outside of the main city, and to get to the city, you have to take the highway into the city. And just before you get to Pittsburgh, you go through this really long Fort Pitt tunnel. And she's going to go nuts when she goes, like in a good way, when she goes through that tunnel, because she's never been through such a long, like, automobile tunnel before. So I'm excited about this trip so much. It's a completely new experience. Wow, you'll have to let me know, like, what's the coolest thing there? I love museums. I really do. I'm a giant nerd. I love museums. My husband proposed to me in a museum. Like, we'd already talked it over, so like we're like, yeah, this is totally going to happen. We already know it. But he officially proposed to me in the Carnegie Museum in Pittsburgh in front of the Tyrannosauruses who are fighting over a dead Triceratops. That's doing it right. Yes, that was perfect. All right. Spider about his stuff. So he's going to roughly look like this. I added just a few little extra bits so not everything is clean lines. I'm going to probably off stream. I think I'll do the pedipalps and the fangs now. Off stream, I'm going to, I think, do some little X's in green between these two stripes. And I'll probably do something with black, like X's or dots or something around there, just to kind of break it all up a little bit. Ooh, yes, please. I would love to see photos. That sounds awesome. All right, what did we say? We were going to do green for the pedipalps. For the food scoopers. Originals, welcome in. Hello, thank you for the raid. Hello, hello. And we're going to be raiding into Janny when Janny goes live. Just so as you know. I'm excited. I've never been able to raid into Janny before. But how you doing? Here we go. How are you doing? How was your stream? Thank you for the raid. Two, three, four, five. Next. Static 40, thank you for the follow. Oh, actually, I think you are number 700. I think we've hit 700 just now. That's crazy. It's really weird. Really weird having that high of a number on my screen. Kyoto, you're back. You were doing baby wake up. You go on a trip with your little brother every month. He's always excited about it. That sounds great. It sounds like a really good time, and you know, something to remember for a long time too. So I think that sounds like something special. Hi, nice. It's taking me a bit too long to wait for Janny. Yeah, and I'm gonna try to be good and like I always say my stream is going to end at 11. It usually ends at 11:30, and then often I'll just keep on going until like noon or something my time. But we have about half an hour, and I'm going to try to keep it right to like 11ish so that we can raid right into Janny. Your stream was good. You're getting back into things. So you were doing diamond painting in your clip. Do you usually do diamond painting? Or what kind of crafts do you like to do the most? Oh, and thank you for the follow, Carrie Academia. Thank you. Let me see. We're working on a spider. We have the head and we have the butt. Spider head and butt. I'm working on the little pedipalps, little food scoopers, and my spider army is just hanging out. Next month, your trip is canceled because you're writing your intermediate exam. Oh. What do you need to write about? You can only do hour-long streams since your physical rehab to build it up. Okay. So like you said, you're getting back into it. That sounds good. Well, I hope the rehab goes well. And then you can be back in streaming or doing whatever crafts that you did before. You do a lot of crafts, diamond painting, pastel drawings, cross stitching, and you used to sculpt. What did you like to use to sculpt with? Janny, you're lurking, getting things ready, and looking at possible new songs for your song list. Yes! Janny, keeping the masses happy. My daughter has been getting interested in sculpting. She's 10, and she was working with air dry clay for a while. And then she started wanting to do kind of more, I don't know, like intricate things, like things that her air dry clay wasn't working for. And I used to do sculpting with Super Sculpey and, polymer oven baked clay. So I got her first chunk of Super Sculpey, and she did a great job. She did a really good job with her little soccer player that she made for a friend. And now that there's Super Sculpey in the house again, I really want to get into it. I want to start using it again. And you use polymer clay and most and foremost dragons. Due to the pain, you couldn't work with the clay anymore. That stuff can take a while to get it like malleable. Like I remember it's been a while, but I remember it would start out super hard. You really had to work with it for a while before you could sculpt with it. Is what I remember about it, at least. Arame, if you already knew the questions for your exam, you'd be a little more relaxed. Oh, okay, so like you get exam questions and then you have to write for it. Okay, I didn't know some like midterm exams and stuff, like you are writing on a certain subject and you do all of your writing at home and then you turn in the paper. But okay, so like you get your essays in class as a surprise. Got it. Kit, all the spoods. All the spoods. We're making pedipalps. Pedipalps. And in about half an hour, we're going to raid into Janny because the sneaky guy is doing a Friday stream. So I actually get to raid into Janny for once. I'm very excited. Two, three. 1 second. I'm not able to count. You modified a press to make it into a clay press to condition it. Oh, you've got whiplash and lots of pain in. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I could see where that would make it really, really hard. I hope you're able to start sculpting again soon. I'd love to see what you do. I mean, especially if it's dragons. My daughter is a huge dragon fan, and I'd love to show her a few more sculptors, whether it's on Twitch or wherever. I'd love her to see what other people do with clay, to give her ideas, to give her stuff to experiment with. Man, Kit, I was thinking this morning I have to figure out what to do with the other 4 eyes, because when I got the eyes for your spider, you have to get them in pairs. So like now I have 1 black eye, 1 blue eye, 1 yellow eye, 1 pink eye. I'm trying to think of what I want to do with them. I could use them, and I probably will end up using them when I do my zombie bunnies, because when I do the zombie bunnies, I have one eye and then a button. I think that's probably what I'll end up doing. You come to school, they throw tasks at you for taxation, economics, and accounting, and say, yes, do that in 3 hours. Fun. Well, I hope they all go well. And I hope you're feeling good about it too, so you don't have like the stress and anxiety that sometimes comes with exam time.